Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we are continuing on with the Those Who Rule saga, looking to complete chapter 10 in the game. This is episode 9 in the playthrough series. Now, as is customary around here, we're going to kick things off with a quick team review and then get on into battle. Before we dive in, please smash the like button if you're liking the Those Who Rule playthrough series. Become a subscriber if you're new here so you never miss a new upload in the series, and I thank you so much. So let's go. So let's take a quick peek at the team, and I had a few helpful commenters in my previous video sort of help me reshape and rethink my team building strategy. What I mean by that is, previously, my thought was to sort of level up everybody as evenly as possible so we can use the heroes more interchangeably. However, I've learned that at maximum, as the battles go on, we can deploy 14 total heroes. Now, some battles are going to vary, we're going to get less, but 14 is the maximum. So with that knowledge, it would make most sense for me to work on simply just 14 heroes, right? Like, let's focus, let's specialize, and let's feed all of the EXP to those 14 heroes to get them to level 20 where they change classes and beyond as quickly as possible. So what you're going to see here in this roster of heroes is, some heroes have been stripped of their gear. That means they are on the bench and not in the future plans, at least for now. And we're, of course, going to continue to get more heroes, so I'm going to have to make some tough decisions. Some of your favorites might get, cut from the proverbial team, but that's all right. We're going for victory here, and I think this is the best strategic move that we can make. So it, of course, all starts with Sliker, our hero and main protagonist. I did give him the defense ring. A very well-rounded character. Should help round him out even more. Defense actually happens to be his weakest statistic. Next up, we have Marcus with the Vitality Ring. Love the idea of high vitality, high strength. We have Ileana. Not much has changed with her. We have Ajax, so he's got the horn bow, the bow that pierces, of course. And the bear effigy, I see him as probably a bow user. I think bow users are actually pretty good in this game. Abigail, you know her, you love her, still doing the same things. We got Ro, our stalwart frontline unit. She has the Drakar amulet now, and I also gave her a steel axe because, she's got good endurance and can carry it, and, maybe we need to do a little more damage in some strategic battles. We'll see. Talon, he's been stripped of his gear and is cut from the team, at least for now. I think I like Cedric more, actually. Benjin, you know him, you love him, two-handed axe user, not much else has changed. Arland, our boy. Turtle effigy, Ethal's codex, raiding axe, not much has also changed with our boy Arland. We have Elias, cut from the team, at least for now. He's got very good statistics, but just cut from the team. And likewise with Raysan. So this might come as a bit of a surprise for some of you, but I really do like this stealth kit. I think Lone Wolf is great. He's just kind of hard to use, and he doesn't really do enough damage. I think in retrospect, maybe keeping him a two-handed sword user that is more of the Cassidy style, I think it was probably the best. But yeah, Raysan, at least for now, cut from the team. Next up, Cedric. So this is the guy we're going to be going in on, and I really like his agility. Just going to give him a lot of dodge, especially paired with the round shield. And then he's actually got pretty insane vitality growth at 90% stock. So you want your support unit to be able to withstand a hit. Cedric can do so better than Talon, in my opinion. So we're going with Cedric, Dove effigy, swift boot, so he can, get in close and use his adjacent skills. Very, very nice. Next up, Cassidy, Claymore wielder, elk effigy. Could be a very formidable force. It actually kind of has been, low-key. I love his duelist passive. Next up, we have Finn. Really, really excited about Finn, our level 8 fighter. He only grows. His growth rates are among the best on the team. We just got to get him up to par in level. Really excited to see what he morphs into. Edward. So don't know where I got this guy. Don't know where he came from, to be completely honest, but he's here. And he's our one-handed sword user, our dodge tank, if you will. So he's got a really good Blade Dancer passive. So when he dodges, he's going to get stacks, right? Up to 6 stacks. It's going to grant him even more avoid. And then he gains attack at full stacks of said dodge. So I'm really interested in putting him kind of on a helm or maybe in a bush and just seeing him dodge his way to victory. He also has the scimitar for armored or, shield-wielding foes. Next up, Kalith, our Warhammer specialist. She will simply play the same role. Give her the loaded dice to increase the hit chance on that Warhammer, in case she's attacking frontally an armored foe. Sven, cut from the team. Got Melanie here, and I think the biggest thing with Melanie is her main skill, Deserter, right? Killing an enemy grants a random amount of cash. I mean, we are broke as a joke. Cash has been hard to come by, so I think her skill set is key. We're definitely going to be using her. I think steel bow, probably more of a bow user with Melanie, most likely, but eagle effigy, she's marking, but most importantly, she's getting us that sweet denarii that we'll definitely need, right? Running on empty here. Next up, Phoebe, cut from the team, at least for now. And that's kind of what we're looking at here for the team review, so let's get on in without any further ado. And please let me know in the comments section below your thoughts on the team comp, and maybe some characters that maybe I'm overlooking a little bit. We're going to add a lot more as we go on. Let's go. Alright, so the story begins with Sliker. Says, hang on a sec. Something the matter? Yeah, look there on the horizon. Ships. Dang it, they followed us? Not quite. We came from the south, they're to the east. That means they're not chasing us. They're intercepting us. Come, we should tell the captain. Oh yeah, I knew that, says Ajax. You what? You didn't want to say anything? Thought you knew. I'm more worried about that storm behind them. Did what I could to lose them, but the wind's in their favor, and, well, there's not a lot of places to hide in the open sea. More of Ricard's lot, you reckon? Nah, no way. I know a pirate sailing when I see it. Those are a couple of sea dogs looking to collect on a bounty, and for once, it's probably not mine. So what do we do? What can we do? Keep sailing and hope the wind changes. If not, they'll catch up eventually, and then we'll see where the chips fall. Not exactly the most proactive plan. I took you for a more daring captain. Ha, would you prefer if I sailed toward them then? Actually, yes. I would. If we can't shake them, then all we're doing is letting them pick their moments. Better to fight on our terms, don't you think? Doesn't make a difference, I reckon. But if it's going to get it over quicker, I'm all for it. And you, sir, forgot already, did ya? Sorry. Well, I can't think of an alternative, and you're in charge, so I'm in. Then get everyone ready for a fight. You guys are the best cargo I've ever had, you know? Alright, you lousy bastards, wake the drunk and lazy and bring us eastward. This is what I pay you for, so you'd better bloody well act like it, eh? And the rest of us, sir? Well, unless you know how to steer a ship, then weapons ready, just in case we're boarded. Aye, aye, Captain. That Ajax guy is pretty hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Sailing into the storm. What's it looking like? A boarding party then? A parlay more like, probably hoping to outbid you. Oh, I see. Are you the type to be bought out like that? Of course I am. We'd kill you if you tried, you know that, right? I like my odds well enough. Besides, Ah, look at there, a flag. I knew they wanted to chat. Time for some diplomacy, I suppose. Alright, so diplomacy hasn't really been our game, has it? Ajax, you salty old dog, still running this moldy pile of wood, eh? Flint, to what do I owe the pleasure? Heard you got some precious cargo on board, the kind a man could retire off of. You don't say, and what's that to you? I'm here to make you an offer, mate. Whatever you're getting paid to smuggle them, can't be close to this bounty. Someone wants them bad, Ajax. You hand them over, we split it down the middle. Half, huh? Generous for someone like you. Come on, Ajax, we've done this dance before. You know the Free States won't bat an eye to a few rangers who vanish at sea. Ajax, you can't be serious. Thing is, Flint, last time we split, I didn't see a single denarii of my share. Ah, that's water under the bridge, mate. This time, I'll make it worth your while. 60% final offer. 60, well, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, Flint, you got yourself a deal. Knew you'd see reason, Ajax. You're a smart man. You're right about that, Flint. I am a smart man. Okay, so we got, like, the stabbing sound. I think Ajax just stabbed him. You! And Flint drops dead, seemingly. Smart enough not to forget the last time you screwed me over. That's for my cut, you thieving scum. Men, at arms! Get these dregs off my ship. Alright, so what do we have here exactly? It's fights, of course, on the high seas. Looks like we have very many units in very tight quarters, of course. So let's take a quick peek at what we have for objectives. So survive 10 turns. Okay, so it's a survival map. We've seen these before. Enemy units tend to spawn in, so I'll try to keep that in mind. Side objectives. Bring Quincy to half health without delivering a fatal blow. Alright, so we'll have to learn a little bit more about Quincy. Alright, so moving on, let's kind of scout out the land just a little bit. Alright, so lots of elite units up here in the north, including 1, 2, and 3 treasure chests. That is a lot of treasure. I guess they're pirates after all. You would assume that, but want to try to get those for sure. Got 10 turns to do it. Lots of elites. Got a warrior, a raider, sentinel, crusader named Hilda. Okay. Valkyrie's Blessing. Injured allies within 2 tiles gain 15 avoid. Interesting. Alright. Bunch of units in the mid here too, and then a bunch of units in the south as well. In fact, this is quite the boarding operation, right? On both sides, if I don't say so myself. But anyways, we got more of the same down here. More elites, like a rogue, a lancer, then a hero. So here's Quincy, okay. And Quincy has the Iron Maiden passive. On being hit, gain 1 stack. Up to 5 stacks. Each stack grants 1 defense and 4 hit. Okay, got it. And then also, of course, 1, 2, 3 more chests. Got with the hammer. Got with the hammer. So 6 total chests in this map, huh? Alright, well, we're going to do our best to try to get them all. We have 10 turns to do it. So let's go ahead and set our formation. Well, first, let's select our units. So, got 13 of 13, meaning 1 of the 14 is going to have to sit on the bench. We have Ajax, Abigail, Ro, Talon, you're benched. Benjin, Arlen, Elias, benched. Rayson, benched. Cedric, Cassidy, let's take Finn, Edward, Caleb. And then we're going to have to choose between Melanie and... I suppose probably Cassidy. I mean, we have 2 blades, Ileana and Edward, right? So let's actually bench Cassidy for Melanie. I do like that she has a bow, right? We're going to be fighting in these tight quarters. The bow is going to be useful. For sure. Plus, she can help us get some gold. So let's go with that. Let's set our formation. So I think Ro on the helm up here is great. Probably orient Sliker to the south. I mean, do we do like a Ro and Arland wall? Is that something that we consider? I guess who would you put in the south then? I mean, one thing's for sure. I see a heavily armored knight right here, and we got Caleb with the hammer, right? So it's hammer time. You absolutely bet it's hammer time. So actually, let's go Arland south. Or I mean, maybe it even makes sense to push our tanks outward. We should probably try to clog up this as much as possible with our tanks. So, Ro, Arland, that is your role. Caleb, you're in the south, just by default. Let's get Cedric in the middle. Let's get Finn on the front. Maybe we can set up this guy for the kill. Abigail is good where she's at with her super long range. We have Edward and Ileana as our skirmishers. Now, these particular units are useful because they can hit and move away. They, of course, got to get the kill, but I think having 1 on each lane is probably important. We got Ajax, another bow user. I mean, Abigail is kind of in the mid, maybe mid-north. Ajax has the horn bow, which pierces, right? So that's nice. So maybe we do something like this. Just to kind of even it out a little bit. I think I'm okay with something like that. It's obviously going to change as we get into battle. So let's go. All right. The fear has been applied. All right, so Hilda speaks. Are those the same? It can't be. Could my brother still be alive? I have to talk to their leader. All right, so Hilda mentions her brother. She kind of looks like Sven, doesn't she? And Sven, of course, has a pirate background. So that might be the long-lost sister of Sven. We'll have to talk to her and find out. Another thing to do within this compressed 10-turn timeline. So let's begin. And I think it all begins with a little bit of Caliph Hammer time. Not MC Hammer, but MC Caliph. Let's go. 100% chance to hit. She's going to take a return hit, but that's okay. Or a first strike. I mean, hammer time. Like, just crush that armor into the chest and bones of the knights and take them down. We have Arland. I mean, Arland's position is frontal. However, let's sort of check this out. So Arland, if he moves right here, I mean, we got bow guy coming in who can't range him. Hammer guy will get there eventually. I mean, this guy will get home. He's got a spear. I think it's pretty safe for Arland to be right here. I mean, we got axe dude and then spear dude. So Arland, what do you say? The answer is yes. And And Arlen levels up in face. You love to see that. +1 defense as well. That's his just money stat for sure. Defense. Alright, so Abigail. Let's see if we can't... Well, maybe Ileana can dispatch of this archer. 78% chance to hit, but hits twice. Way to sweep him down. And then we can bump her back. Actually, I don't really need to. Arlen's got it blocked off his zone of control. Alright, so for you, Finn. What does it look like? 62% chance to hit, and the return hit is lethal. Just absolutely lethal. So that's not good. Maybe Abigail can soften him up a little bit. 97% chance to hit for 19. Yes, so Finn will be set up for the kill. So let's do it. Alright, that's good. That's good. Finn, what does it look like now? 82% chance to kill. The return hits will likely kill him, as both strikes will likely land. I mean, we gotta YOLO this, right? Let's do it from this vector of attack instead. It's gotta be YOLO. It always had to be. You gotta roll the dice. Let's do it. Absolutely. Nice, Finn. And level up in face. Alright, you bet. Alright, so gets 5 of the 6 primary categories up. Would have liked to have seen all 6, but we'll take it. Now Finn is in a bit of trouble. I mean, I guess we have one blade coming in with the one-handed sword. I think he can probably withstand. That's going to be 2 hits for 11. He's got 30 HP. So not the end of the world, but still not the best case scenario. Now, Sliker, what do we do with him? Do I try to maybe get him in a frontal position to just start luring in some of these guys? Or do we perhaps think about it a little bit differently? I think this is the next guy that we need to take out. He's feared, but he's also fearsome. Like, all these guys are level 17, right? Like, our party's under-leveled. So it again kind of speaks to the strategy shift I covered in the intro. 63 for Benjin. 69 for Marcus. What does it look like for Edward? This guy's a stealthy one. A 0% chance to hit. And he's going to strike him twice for 24 damage. You got to take that. And it's a miss every time. And then I think for Edward... Let's get him right there. Row. Let's see. So gets return hit twice for 20. Marcus, what does it look like? It doesn't quite look like anything for Marcus. What does the bow shot look like, Melanie? Wow, actually hits him twice and kills him. I mean, you definitely got to take that. I think archers are pretty strong in this game. Alright, 70 denarii. That's a good little get right there. Alright, so what are we going to do with Roe? I mean, we do have the horn bow of Ajax. Can probably just lay this guy down. Yeah, he can. If he hits twice, that is. We gotta watch two-handed axe dude as well. So this guy comes up. He will strike at Edward. Will he hit him? That's a good question, but he'll definitely get a strike at him. He'll be the only one that can attack. I think maybe we can figure that out. Kalith certainly needs a heal. I mean, I want to be aggressive and expand, but I don't want to overexpand. Let's take the shot. It's a double attack. Alright, so that one does miss. So now it kind of feels like Marcus is the guy. And if we get Roe next to him... Yeah, I think that's what we have to do. So Marcus, what do you say? Marcus says yes. And then Roe next to him, and then we'll do this. Give him a little defensive bonus. Alright, so Cedric should definitely restore Caliph. What are we going to do with Sliker? I mean, originally I liked the idea of... This guy's going to come down. Do I maybe try to bait him out? With Sliker right here, right? Otherwise, Finn could potentially get overwhelmed. I'm not feeling great about this bottom lane. But our archers can kind of float back and forth. So let's go ahead and heal Caliph. Cedric levels up. Gets a good level up. And again. Alright, very nice. Alright, let's see what they do. Okay, so he misses Marcus. That's a huge miss. I mean, the double axe is just so scary. Alright, Arlen just shakes that one off. Not a problem at all. This guy comes down. He's gonna hit Roe. Just dents the shield a little bit. This guy comes up. Hits Arland. He's gonna get a second strike, isn't he? Yep, he will. Luckily, Arland is pretty sturdy. Good defense. This guy hits Finn. Can he get the return strike? It's probably like a 0% chance to hit, if I'm being honest. Alright, Rogue comes down to challenge Sliker, who gets a nice poke on him. Okay, so the enemies are sort of just rushing the primary lanes, right? Which makes sense, that's where our forces are at, but... I mean, do we maybe think about trying to work a way around? I worry about running out of time if we just stay stubborn on one lane. You know what I mean? Alright, so Ajax. This one's tailor-made for you, buddy. Horn bow. Hit them both. I mean, I think you have to. Absolutely. Just lay him down. Nice double shot as well, Ajax. My boy. Alright. Finn has seen better days. 55% chance to hit, actually. Let's see. So if Finn... If we can mark him... Maybe we feed Melanie this kill. She definitely needs kills. What about this one? Yes. That's the kill. I mean, we gotta support our lines with ranged units for sure. And gets a pretty underwhelming level up. But more importantly, some cash. Okay, so Sliker. I mean, if we can just eliminate this guy. I mean, we definitely need Abigail on these lanes. Like, this is a very important shot to take. We have this elite guy here. Let's see. What's she gonna do to him? She marks him. He's got 58 HP. Are you serious? Holy cow, man. Oh, and Stalwart as well. Yikes. Well, 58 points of durability. Stalwart, though, is pretty nice. It's a really good technique. I mean, we could do this with Arlen and then sweep in with Ileana. But she actually might get stuck if she can't kill this guy, who has 18 vitality, 5 defense. I mean, she should be able to kill him. We got to get her to the Steel Age, though, for sure. But then we kind of do give a free run to the Elite. I think I'll figure that one out later. We got to figure this out right now. So if I could free up Finn, Finn can take out this guy. So that means this blade has got to go. Benjin, what does it look like? I mean, it looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? I think you have to take it. Boom. Gigantic hit by Benjin the Raider. And a decent level up. Not great, but decent. What does it look like, Finn? 55. It's still 55. What does the punch look like? 65. Won't kill. We do have Caliph just kind of waiting here. 66. 76. You have to. It's just sitting right there for you. 95% chance to hit. If Finn moves here, then he's going to get targeted. So let's give him a heal. Guy's a sword, so he won't get first strike. He does 14 damage, won't kill him. 95% chance to hit. Gotta take it, Finn. Way to go. Alright, Abigail is needed on this bottom lane. So I think what I want to do is, let's bump over Arland. Let's do this. And then let's see, can Ileana get both of these kills? So 84 and 75. She can get both kills, then she can bump herself back. And she does. Very nice, Ileana. Way to go. And levels up in face. A well-deserved level up. The under-leveled Ileana at level 14, now 15. Gets an agility point, a skill point, and a vitality. Now let's bump her back. And now we got Arland. So he's going to have to tank, looks like an archer shot. And, you know, these vicious halberds and spears. Can I take out this archer? I can't. I mean, we can almost take him out, but just not quite. So what could we do? We could refresh Abigail's turn and take him out. I might have to do that. Kind of seems like that's what I should do. We got Ro. We got this guy. A raider. Let's see. So his hit chance is down because he's feared. He also does less damage. We also have Sliker just sitting here, right? I mean, he's among the most capable units in our squad. 27% chance to hit Sliker. This guy can't get there. This guy can. This guy can. Double axe guy can't. Rogue can. There's only 2 units that can attack him. He should have a full shield. He should block this or dodge it. You know, not get hit by it. 27% chance. I think we have to take this. And he misses. Excellent job. Way to miss. Alright, so he goes stalwart mode again. So I think what I could do is we could do this. I could do this with Sliker and we could just let this guy live. And then start sending a flank team around of Edward and Marcus. Maybe. I mean, that makes some sense to me. I think we have to take out this archer though, because it'll likely result in the death of Arland, who is not full armor or full HP. So I think that's the next move. It's just gotta happen. Cedric, give her a refresh. Take him out. I mean, otherwise, it's 2 archers and the spears, right? And Arlen still, I mean, I guess we'll see. We will see. Arlen might not be hanging in there for too much longer. I think what we can do is we can shift Edward around this way. Or I could just do this, I guess, with Ro. Slingshot Marcus in, or even Edward. I think we need Marcus, though, because This guy has stalwart, right? So he's going to keep restoring that shield. Marcus can just cleave right through it. Like he just did there. So it's very important to like just watch how many different units can attack one unit, right? Strength, agility, vitality for Marcus, level up in face. So for instance, right, Sliker can only be... Well, actually, it does look like he can be attacked multiple angles. But he's full, he's looking good. But that's what I'm really trying to pay close attention to. Because these guys are very strong. Alright, should we bait out Hammer Guy? I think so. And if there's a guy to do it, it's got to be Edward. Alright, Arland, this is your big test, buddy. This is your big test. Can he hang in there? He's going to take a lot of flak. Okay, that's a big hit. Yeah, I don't know. Arland might not be able to. Because they have an archer as well. Imagine if they had 2 archers, though. Right? Alright, so Sliker gets stabbed by the sentinel. But he's dishing back the pain. Alright, Arland, hang in there. Come on. Arland falls. Well, that's untimely. He was like just 1 hit point short. And look at this. Sliker gets hit by all 3, but it's just a dodging machine. And gets a pretty hefty level up in face. Alright, so Hammer Guy comes in and just misses like we knew he would. Now he's about to find out. Alright, so things are beginning to progress a little bit. Arland is down. Okay, so reinforcements for them. It's turn 3. Arland is down. We need big help on this lane. So this guy is the stalwart guy. Could we get the double strike? The thing is she's not going to kill him. Like, what's it look like, Benjin? Alright, so Finn. Is there any opportunity with the horn bow? There is, right here. There's also one right here. But I think this team's a little more formidable up north. I mean, Ileana does have this, Drakar's Idol. So I can be a little more reckless with her, but not extremely reckless, right? I mean, this will get her countered for 76 and locked into a zone of control. It will kill this guy if she hits twice. I mean, otherwise I could look at something like this. Maybe we combo Abigail. I think this is what I have to do. Abigail with the combo. Level 17, endurance, strength, vitality. Okay, so this guy shields up again. As he knew he would. 92% chance to hit. 3 strikes. Just needs 2 of them to hit. I mean, this is the time to use it, and then you bump her back. That's what we have to do. Especially with the guy that just restores all of his armor. Those guys are challenging. Alright, so we can maybe look at Dodge Tank Edward to front up this line. Otherwise, Caliph, how does this look for you? Let's see, so what does this do? Dealing and taking double damage this round of combat. But also fearing the enemy. He's got a polearm with first strike, so it's not a good combination. I mean, Ajax can get in there. And just take him out. I think his turn is better used on this guy, though. The 2 shots write more damage overall to spread around. Our refresh has been used. We got Benjin. 57, 54. What does it look like with just a regular axe? 59. Will kill. 59. Come on, Benjin. Excellent job. Way to get it done, Benjin. That's my boy. Huge hit. Like, absolutely huge. So, Caliph. I mean, he's got the spear. She's going to take a massive hit. We do have a healer in the vicinity. It'd be good to maybe get Finn a heal. But we have a healer in the vicinity. Let's see. So, does he restore Finn the whole way? Not quite. So, he could move. Is this a guaranteed thing? No, it's not even close to a guaranteed thing. So I think maybe what I have to do is try to pull down Edward. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can't quite get there. We have Melanie, but she doesn't have the range. I think Edward's got to, like, he's got to stay frontal. I mean, it almost seems like Finn. I think I have to pull Caliph over. That means the zone of control here on Benjin isn't great. But there's only an archer and the spear. I could get him a heal. Man, lots of things to consider. We have to do this. Level up in face, you bet. Alright, so Finn gets promoted. How about this? Excellent. So we have the Raider. We have the Warrior. We have the Hero. Alright, so I've got 2 heroes. Finn doesn't really strike me as the hero type. Raider gives ya 4 vitality, 2 strength, 1 defense. The Warrior seems to be a little more defensive. And plus, you got the Crushing Blow, which can be used. But more importantly, you have the Weapon Master. And I kind of see Finn as maybe our future hammer user, because eventually he's going to have higher skill. And most likely just higher stats overall than Caliph, right? Like, he's going to be better than Caliph eventually. We want to give that hammer to a skilled fighter. And this will give him the gumption to equip it. So let's do the Warrior for Finn. Welcome to Warriordom, Finn. Plus, he gets a pretty decent stat increase across the board. Might actually be able to take a bit of a hit now. So let's use the zone of control. And for Edward. Okay, so this guy's going to just slip right on by, won't he? Slippery and slimy. So Caliph has a 100% chance to hit. So can we maybe team up Edward? This guy hits for 27, which is crazy. So that's a 16. Does not outspeed. Okay, so Finn can actually take this shot. I mean, look at this. 0% chance to hit. I mean, otherwise he could just face him outright and do this. 1% chance to hit. Do I like that a bit better? Or the back attack simply just eliminates him? The answer is yes. Excellent job, Edward. I knew there was a reason I liked you, pal. So I think that puts Caliph in this lane here to help block this off so Benjin doesn't get back attacked. I mean, it's a heavy hit. Warhammer doesn't kill, but it actually hits for 100%? Really? I wonder why. Well, I think we do it. Although she could be the next to go. Without the shield on. We'd probably be okay just waiting with Kalith right here. But what I want to do is I want to make sure Finn gets a heal. It actually looks like Finn can be, well, somebody can be refreshed. So I'll have Melanie. If I can take out this guy. 17 by 3. I mean, I think we gotta take this. Sliker's just such a beast. Let's go up with Ro. Big poke there. And then this will free up Marcus. He can do his heroic charge. Or actually, he could just get there and cleave this guy. 61. Heroic charge is 14 damage. It'll break that femur. But does it put him out of range of Melanie? So Melanie's got to shoot him first. Then Marcus, what does it look like? 86% chance. I mean, it'll give Finn another kill, potentially. That's a heavy hit, though, in return. Finn, get it done. 96. 100% chance to kill. Alright, way to go, Finn. Just collecting bodies. This guy's going to avoid zone of control, which means he simply just probably moves right behind Edward and strikes him. He's hitting for 20. He does poison. I mean, he's going to be a danger for sure, but what do you do? We got to get Kalith right here. Alright, Sliker, hang in there. He's taking his licks, but he's hanging in there. Alright, Benjen is marked. Takes a big shot, but Benjen never gets double attacked. It's actually pretty amazing, and Kalith with the double strike takes him out and then levels up in face. Excellent job, Kalith. Alright, Ro taking a bit of damage, but no big deal for that one-handed sword, and then just counters him and takes him out, and then of course levels up in face. Why wouldn't ya? 15 skill, 1 vitality. Alright, big axe dude coming in. Not a good combination. However, she manages to shake off one blow, which likely saved her life. Alright, so this guy is gonna get Edward in the back. And poisons him. Not ideal, not good. Alright, so we can keep pushing now. Marcus, what does this look like? Just a one-hit KO. How about you, Finn? Melanie could hook you up. What else will we use her for? She can't range there. She could actually help out on this front. I mean, big axe dude really needs to go. So we almost need to, like, switch places with Sliker. I think that's what has to happen. We have to do this. Sliker takes him out. She's got her shield back, but of course the axe just completely ignores the shield. So Sliker could take a hit. Unless we get Melanie up to take the shot. To soften him up. To give Sliker a one-hit kill. Which he does. Boom. Alright, excellent. That's how it's done, Sliker. mean, I'm kind of tempted to just cleave this guy down. I don't like this guy much. I don't like what he did to my boy Edward. We could just cleave him down. Otherwise, you do have Finn. And then he could get... I mean, I think it's best to use 2 heals by our boy Cedric. Because I've got to start pushing up this lane too. Yeah, Marcus, you got to do what you got to do. I can't feed every single kill to Finn. That's just not good strategy. So Edward, you got a bandage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this guy can get up. Benjamin's got a bandage. Yeah, he does. So I'll probably use that. We'll get to this chest here and maybe get her to her halfway mark. We're at turn 4, so we actually have more time than I'm perceiving. So Marcus certainly needs a heal if we're going to take on this. Edward is poisoned. Alright, so I think what I have to do is... We also have Ro and Sliker. Ro could use a heal as well. Let's give you a heal, you bet. Let's give you a heal, even though it's not quite effective with the poison. And then he's just going to have to bleed out the poison, I suppose. We're going to need him, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're probably going to pinch in on me. But that's why we have, you know, Ajax and Abigail and the like. Double hit puts her in range for the hammer strike on the Sentinel. I think that's a no-brainer. Let's do it. Let's get Ileana down. To collect another body. Let's get Abigail down to shoot at the boss and Ajax up to help support this little team we got cooking. Let's see, so... I mean, we certainly do need to keep pushing. So let's use the medium bandage. Get some of that good health back, and... I mean, this force just has to keep hanging on. Ro and Sliker, pretty amazing team. Okay, so the boss does come up, actually. It takes a big hit, loses that armor. Alright, Ileana takes a strike. But then dishes back some pain. Got the polearm user coming in. Edward takes poison damage. And more units spawning in. Okay, so they're just going to keep coming until we get this resolved. Alright, so Abigail, what does it look like? Takes her below half. Let's do it. Is she going to say something and then, like, leave or what? Okay. It's over. You've lost. Cocky little bastard. I'm not done yet. No, you're done. Aye, dang it. You. Step aside, Ranger. I have a score to settle with this one. You're going to die on your knees, Iron Maiden. But Pax? LOL. The mighty Iron Maiden begging for her life. Ajax. What the heck is Pax? It's mercenary code. It's surrender with strings attached. You're going to have to break it down for me. He's making it sound almost noble. It means I'm begging for my life. That's the gist. The coward's way out, to be sure. But it's sacred among us Free State mercenaries. Break it and you're dead. Pax means she's surrendering, and for sparing her, you get her in your service for 6 months from this day. You brand her neck with the day and your company name, and if she's found outside your company, any mercenary worth their salt will put her to the sword. Met some lads with as many as 5 brands. That's barbaric. More barbaric than cutting her down. You forest folk have a strange sense of morals. Besides, you rangers aren't bound by our rules. I'm still happy to split her skull with my axe. Though it would be a shame to lose such a valuable asset. Kill her, spare her, no branding, spare her, and brand her. I don't believe in branding. We're gonna spare her and not give her a branding. This isn't a fairy tale, mate. You don't just waltz in, say something's crooked, and fix it. You adapt to the world around you. If there's no brand, you may as well kill her now. She'll stab you in the back at the first sight of land. I'm sure. All the same, I won't mutilate the prisoners. Your crew, your call, but don't cry when it comes back to bite you. That's fine. Branding a human being, give me a break. Nonsense. Alright, so. I wish Kalith wasn't so damaged, but let's see what the hammer does. Takes him out. Got a spear strike for 14, which does hit pretty hard. But this takes him out, most importantly. So we have to do it. Yeah, that hurts, bud. Just like I knew it would. Sentinel has been laid down. And we have access to our first chest. Now, Ileana is kind of stuck. Can Ajax come to her aid? What does it look like? Can she at least get one attack without dying? 14, he hits for 17. The answer is no on that one, unfortunately. So, Benjin, it kind of feels like you're my dude. 57% chance to hit. Could get a back attack, but I mean, this is most certainly... I mean, I guess he's not armored. This guy hits for 31, though. But he's not going to take double damage, you know what I mean? I mean, that's definitely a quandary to figure out. I mean, she could almost take him down, I suppose, with Ajax and then her double attack without taking the first strike. I believe so. Let me just check that quick. Execute all attacks before the enemy can counter. So I read that as she goes first. And I'm pretty sure, even though he has a spear. So I think what we do is we get Ajax down to take the shot. Then Ileana, get it. Excellent. Nice. Gets B sword mastery for two-handed swords, which gives us access to additional weaponry for Ileana, which is great. Now these guys are surely coming up. So let's bump her back, I suppose. How are we gonna kind of tackle this, though? This team has to get up and spread out. Benjin, or Marcus, what does it look like? It looks great, is what it looks like. S tier for two-handed axe. Tremendous. Finn. The answer is yes. Lays him down, levels up in face. Level 11 now. Get up there, boys. Dodge tank. Let's go. Turn 5, I don't need to overextend, per se. How are these guys doing? I mean, they're doing okay. They really are, but... 19 times 2. 19 times 2, that's a pretty crazy hit, man. Let's get the chest, Benjamin. Shark Tooth Refinement. Okay, cool. Refinements are certainly exciting. So Cedric. Let's see. What are we going to do with Cedric? I mean, he's got all these different lanes to cover. I feel like he's needed right here where these two are. Caliph does or doesn't have a bandage. Light bandage. Ileana has the Drakar's Idol, which could save us in a pinch, I suppose. Let's take out this chump. Does he have turn refresh? No, he does not. Okay. So, Ro, what does it look like for you? You do have a bandage. We could bandage up. Sliker does not. But he could just completely eliminate this guy, which is crazy. But also take a pretty steep hit. 15. So that's 9 points of damage. That'll bring him down to 16 HP. This guy's hitting for 23. Sliker's got 12 defense. So it would calculate appropriately, but then all it takes is for the boss to come down. I guess she couldn't range him anyways. So maybe this actually is what I should do. I mean, Sliker just eliminates this guy. 41% chance to hit anyways. Let's do it, Sliker. Very nice. Great miss. Excellent miss. Sliker's just such a beast. Level 18 hero now. Look at that upgrade. That's what I'm talking about. That's called earning your keep, Sliker. Let's go ahead and use a bandage with Ro. Fully restore. And Cedric. Just you left, buddy. So Edward's poison is gone. I almost feel like Cedric is needed more on the bottom lane. Is what it kind of feels like to me. I mean, it's 4v5. It's going to be 6v... What, 5? Let's put him on the bottom lane. Alright, big stab there. Sliker does take a hit. And then does his best. And gets SS Spear in face. That's what you'll have to see. Got Rogue doing rogue things. But that's why we have Edward on that lane. Alright, Screaming Eagle. Okay, so which one is a pretty large threat? I mean, Benjin's in range of this guy. 57. Ileana is out of range. I think we got to get her a heal. How about Ajax? What does that look like for you? You hit a little harder. 30. He's going to hit for... And Ajax can actually kind of take a hit as well. Just a little bit. Benjamin, what's it look like for you? 57% chance to hit. Unless you get the back attack, which is 30. I mean, he left it wide open. I have to. And then it's kind of like, Caliph, what do you think? 100% chance to hit. He's got the pole arm, though. So that's not a good combination. Does he have turn refresh back? He does. Okay. So let's take a couple of shots at this guy. Okay. Then Ajax, simply finish him off. And not to mention, guard Abigail. Because she can't take a hit. Ajax can, she can't. Except for now she gets fortified, so now she can take a hit. So Ajax, right there. Cedric, get a timely heal on Ileana. Then let's see, so 8 defense. Just 8 defense for Caleb. 25. I mean, it's gonna be a hefty hit. I'm torn between moving Ileana down, refreshing her turn, and then just taking this guy out. Using her dodge. 24-5. I mean, it's going to be like a crippling blow to her, but I think that's probably the best thing to do. Because what this allows me to do is use a bandage with Caleb. $78. And she strikes first too, right? So Caleb, bandage up. Alright, looking good. Now we got this guy. Pretty susceptible, actually. Melanie with some good shots. Rogue gotta take that attack. It's too sweet to say no to. 14 for the win, Sliker. My boy. Alright, this lane. You got Finn. You got Edward, who could use his crazy attack 3 times to take out the blade. Or we could do a combination of Marcus to break the femur, get up there with Finn, and then try the triple attack. I think that's what you gotta do. So he's gonna fortify himself. Broken femur. Boom. Good job, Finn. I mean, there's gonna come a day when you just have to take a hit, buddy. There's gonna come a day. And then how about this? Get him all 3 times. Hit him. Edward, let's go. Let's go, Edward. That's my boy. That's what I'm talking about. And then let's move him right on up to bait out this guy, who will surely miss that attack. Alright, Ajax takes a hit. We knew we would. Level 18 in face. Strength and agility up. Yeah, that's a miss every time, pal. And very nice, Edward. Just another unit to rely upon, right? And then Ajax gets the key dodge, and here we go. Except for here they go. Alright, turn 7. We gotta keep pushing. Even at the risk of maybe being a little sloppy. Not with a unit like Ileana, though, of course. Because she must live. But if we can just free the archers up to get them up there, right? Like this, like Benjin. Just this massive hit in the back. Just cut him down. Boom. Benjin. You beast. Just an absolute beast of nature. Alright, so Ajax, 25 HP. I'm thinking if we focus fire. Can Ajax range him? Oh yeah, he's got him. Alright, well let's give Kalith a little love. Refresh the turn, get up here on Ajax. Ajax, start things off with you, buddy. Nice shot. Abigail, the finishing touch. Boom. Alright, closing in on the chests, which is great. Caliph, shift on over. You did a great job in this one. You did what we needed you to do, essentially. Alright, so Marcus. Only 12 damage. Okay, so these guys must be like under-leveled or something. But I think you probably take this. It's gonna miss. And then you simply set Finn up for another kill. Love setting Finn up. Gets a axe mastery. Two-handed axe, that is. And levels up in face. Alright, Finn, he almost got it. I mean, he almost got it. The game is just toying with me right now. I tell ya. The game's just trolling me. Edward, yeah. I mean, imagine if Edward was Cassidy, right? Don't really think there's much of a comparison. Alright, so I have to talk to this individual. Alright, big poke that misses. This guy's gonna miss Edward. Edward just dances. Like, that's what the guy does. He's a dancer, right? Little tap dance action. Alright, let's get some treasure chests. What do you say, game? Ilyana. We need you to get a level up, if you would, please. Job, Caliph. Levels up in face. Agility defense. Yeah, her defense is frighteningly low. Ilyana just big strike, wild swing, takes him down. Level 17 in face. Gets a bunch of stat ups as well. Just tremendous. Alright, archers. Get up there. Get these chests. So what do we got on the south boat? A stiletto, okay. So that looks like a dagger, maybe? And then the 2,000 denarii. Okay, so much needed, like, much needed. Actually, these guys are gonna probably just keep spawning in, so let's keep benching down here. Let's keep all these units down here. Alright, so the south boat has been pillaged. We got a refinement, a dagger, and 2 grand. Finn, what do you say, buddy? Boom. Yeah, Finn's already, like, just gaining in destructive power, and another level up for our boy Finn. The warrior, strength, skill, agility, vitality. He's turning into a formidable fighter. Definitely. And he can take a little more independence on the battlefield. A mace in that chest there, okay? We'll have to learn a little bit more about the mace. And then this is a pole hammer. Okay. Alright, looks good. Melanie. Not even gonna smear the makeup on this guy. Okay, so this guy is... Wow. But I can move in and just swipe the chest. But what's up with this guy? 50% against frontal attacks. Okay. So we got to get behind him. He's got 16 strength. Just 23 attack. I mean, it's not a crazy amount of attack. I think what I'll do is I'll move here. We'll talk. Let's have a chat. I know you. You have his eyes. Aye, you're the bastards who took my brother's life. I didn't kill him. The courts had their say, but fate brought us together again. He broke free alongside us. He lives? After all this time? He's with us now, alive and well. Take me to him. I'd see it for myself. You betray your employers? My brother's life was worth more than their coin. Reputation be damned. You have my blade, for now. Alright, so we got 2 allies in this one. Who saw that coming? Not I. I mean, Melanie can take a hit. She's got pretty good dodge. This guy's he's got 20, I mean, she can take a hit. I'm not getting this chest because this guy's got, you know, impenetrable armor. Aftershock refinement. Not sure what that does, but it sounds compelling to me. Should have thrown on her shield. Let's see if we can get into a position where we can back attack them. Melanie levels up. I mean, why not? We got to start closing this level gap. And how about this? He just leaves the back completely exposed. Gets marked and feared, and yeah, it looks like they do just keep coming out. Alright, so Sliker is just going to really do a bunch of damage to this guy. Just bring the pain. Boom, boom, and boom. Expose that backside, man. And row with the honors. What do you say? She's level 17. Our most dependable tank. And of course, I do say that as Arland is, you know, RIP Arland. Again. It's the second time in this playthrough Arland has died. It's unacceptable. Alright, Edward. 0% chance to hit. Okay, this guy's insane, dude. Like, he's what Rayson should be. He really is. Let's do a heroic charge. Break that femur. Knocks him on the chest. I didn't even know that was possible. Now we're all blocked up, so Finn can't snipe the kill. Okay, some more company spawning in. Archer's not in a good position. But they can simply just take a step back and weaken them. Let's see, so who wants it? 17-16 for Caleb. I mean, Ileana's one of the main characters, right? She's in every battle. We need her. So let's feed her. Ileana, eat. Caleb had a great battle, for sure. She did good. I don't know if she's future-proof, though. So I'd rather probably feed a character like... Probably rather feed like Abigail, who absolutely is future-proof. I mean, I don't know, like, I just got 2 more characters, right? So it's like, we're gonna have some choices to make, for sure. Alright, Benjin. We're good. Let's end the turn, let's see what this clown does. A whole lot of miss, and then Marcus just takes his head off. And levels up in face. Level 18 for Marcus. Gets a defense and a strength point, which is great. Finn got several level ups. And let's see, anybody to just patch up quick for some experience? Yeah, it looks like Benjin. Almost got another level up. And turn to victory. Pretty challenging one. I mean, there's a lot of precarious places in that battle there where you can easily lose, like, a Sliker or somebody, but... for the post-battle story, we have Sliker. We got them on the run. They ain't running from us, lad. They're running from the storm. She's looking to be a nasty one. All hands, heave to. Shorten the sails. Secure the deck. The Iroquois Desert. So did we get a shipwreck? Is that what's going to happen? Alright, unknown. Have to. Get away. Ah, what do you people want from me? Mujari. Please, I'm just a messenger. I don't know anything. Please, I just... Kill him. Grab the letter. Zoltan's orders were to burn them. Nothing left to chance. It's right here. Gotta wonder what's so important that he doesn't want getting out. Don't open the letter. Yeah, I know. You don't survive in this business as long as I have without learning the value of discretion. Still, can't help but worry we're being dragged into something a bit too big for my liking, says unknown. Big jobs mean big pay. Alright, what do you think I took it in the first place? Still, if all this is the prelude to a war, might be I'm due for an early retirement. Find myself a nice home in the Free States or, well, anywhere but Iroquois at least. It just means more work for me. I don't blame you, though. Things are going to get a whole lot worse around these parts before too long. Come on, we shouldn't keep Zoltan waiting. Alright, so 2 unknown assassins make their way through the desert, and that is the completion of Chapter 10, Crossing Tides. So let's definitely give that one a nice big save, and we got the narrator.
A land of uneasy neutrality, standing as a buffer between the continent's 4 great powers. Its wealth flows from bustling trade routes and the gilded halls of its vast banks and guilds. But beneath this veneer of prosperity lies a shadowed underworld, where mercenary companies thrive on the demand for secrecy, and law bends to the highest bidder. Our rangers have crossed the great sea, escaping one danger only to face another. Their task is clear. Find the one man who can unravel the web of lies and betrayal they've been caught in. Yet, in this foreign land of shifting allegiances and hidden agendas, even the simplest mission feels insurmountable. Meanwhile, in Fern, King Philip grapples with Shah Amir's silence. Years of fragile peace crumble under the weight of his advisors' warnings, and the Chamber of Peers' veiled accusations of weakness. Whispers of his failures and the traitor prince's rebellion echo in Philip's ears, urging him toward action. Slowly, inexorably, the gears of war begin to turn.
Gears of war, yes indeed. Alright, so what do we have here? A nice little hamlet or port town, perhaps? Ileana, at last, some solid ground. I hate the ocean. I was almost sure we were going to get shipwrecked. It takes a few voyages for most to find their sea legs. Me, I found them right away. That's talent for ya. You know, I'm not sure why, but I kind of expected that once we got here. Things would feel different. But instead, it's just another city. The Free States see a lot of travel from their neighbors, and the culture reflects that. We're still close to Fern, so like it as not, most folk who've settled down here took the same route we did. Yeah, still close to Fern. You got a problem, Sliker? Just worried, that's all. There's a good chance news of our bounty has beaten us here. We shouldn't waste any more time in town than we need to. Ajax, you know this part of town at all? Aye, these streets and I are well acquainted. Heck, I've spilled enough blood and other things on these streets to make a second Ajax out of it. A lovely thought. We need information. Any chance we could get some pointers before you head out? Pointers? Head out? Just who do you think I am, Captain? I'll take you to where the talk is personally. Are you sure? We can't pay you for your time, and you really ought to pay closer attention, kid. Do I look like I'm here for the pay? You are a lot of fun. Besides, my crew can work without me. I trust my boys. Fun. Aye, fun. Now come on. This way then, aight? We're burning daylight. Fascinating creature, that one. I'm not complaining. More bodies never hurt anybody. Let's not get left behind, yeah? And onward we go. We find ourselves in the setup screen. So we do have a few conversations. So it looks like a bunch of stuff through the years. So Hilda and Sven. So it'd be interesting to find out about them. But if I keep this rolling and I keep this a thing, you know, we're definitely going to be here for 90 minutes plus per episode. So let's not do that. Looks like there is a side quest here. Hard lessons. And then we have an excuse to drink. An excuse to drink. Never two at once. Yeah, so Edward, I don't know if he maybe showed up on one of these conversations. He probably did. But since I'm skipping through them, I didn't see him. But let's go ahead. Let's see if there's any other newcomers, because they usually pop in here first. You know what I mean? Okay, it doesn't look like it, but we do have a bunch of new characters. You know, all things to consider as we continue to build and shape our team and future-proof it, right? So we did some really good things in that last one. We got a lot of people, you know, in the high 18s for level. Now, let's take a peek at some items, and then let's land this plane. So we have the stiletto. So let's see. It's a short sword, so a one-handed sword. It's got the parry ability and then the hidden blade ability. First time each turn, this ability kills an enemy, refresh the equipped unit's turn. Okay, wow. Proficiency S. So it's the S tier one-handed weapon. Damage only 5 though. Keep that in mind. Damage only 5. So maybe it's a good secondary for like an Edward, where he can throw it on And, you know, if he gets the kill, then he gets his turn refreshed. I think that's a really good solution right there. Next up, we do have the pole hammer. So let's see. First strike, armored pain. Doubles weapon damage against armored units. Okay. So it's the halberd version of the hammer. As you would think, pole hammer. Makes a lot of sense. It's going to be a functional and usable weapon. Then we have the mace. So this is mace strike. Add the block of the enemy's shield to this attack's damage. Knock them back a tile. Okay. So this is a one-handed axe type weapon. Maybe it's a good one for Arland. Or maybe Arland isn't in the future team plans. He's just got such low speed he gets countered. I do have that weighted mod on his weapon. Maybe I should remove that, but I mean, he takes 2 hits from everything. And even though he has 16 defense, 2 hits from everything is going to catch up with you. But maybe we have him do the axe and then the mace. I don't know. I think we're going to have to stick with Arland for a little bit longer, but you know, that is something for me to assess before the beginning of the next episode. And of course, we'll go all over it in our next team review. So this has been another fun and exciting installment of Those Who Rule. Thanks so much, my friends, for staying the long haul with me. I do appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts about our team. You know, I'm focusing on 12 to 14 like I mentioned in the intro. Which 12 to 14 do you think that we currently have in our party, right? Don't give me spoilers. But which 12 to 14 heroes that I currently have in my party should I give a bit of a closer look to? Maybe some people that were on the bench, or maybe just some people that we just got, right? What are your opinions? Which heroes do you think that I should take a closer look at? I want to assemble the strongest 12 to 14 heroes that we can possibly find, and then just grind their levels skyward. You know, so we get to level 20 and, of course, beyond. Start to get into, you know, some of the newer class promotions as well. Super excited about that. Really exciting things to come here in the playthrough series. So stay tuned, and if you are not subscribed, well, then subscribe so you never miss another upload in the Those Who Rule playthrough series. Smash the like button too if you would, please, my friends. Would really appreciate that. So with that said, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again so much. I do appreciate it. I'd say I'll have the next episode ready to go in about the next 3 to 4 days or so, so definitely stay tuned. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.